What's going on, everybody? You already know who it is. Your favorite Kingdom influencer, J.R. Reynolds of Eagle Vision Productions. Welcome to the conversation, y'all. It is Tuesday. It's Tuesday. We about to unwind. We about to chill, man. There's so much going on in the world today, but we ain't even gonna bring it over here. I'm trying to tell y'all, we're gonna have a great show. Thank you so much for tuning into the conversation. Like I said, my name is J.R. Reynolds of Eagle Vision Productions. If we do this show for the people, we do it for y'all to watch, and we also do it for entertainers as well as business owners to just put a positive light on the community and everything that everyone's doing. If you would like to be a guest on the show, you can simply just inbox me and I'll send you the link to sign up and we can get you on here, y'all. If you have something that you want to showcase, please, I would love to interview you and talk to you. All right, y'all. So if you want to learn more about Eagle Vision Productions, you can visit the website www.eagle-vp.com. And you can also, if you would like to give, you can cash up us at the $ Eagle Vision Pro. Y'all know how I do. I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Miss Tanya McClurkin of The Dope Life Coach. No Moms Left Behind. Hashtag No Moms Left Behind. She also has a wonderful book, Let Your Dreams Take Flight. Make sure you all go ahead and follow her on Instagram at The Dope Life Coach. Also, we have No, I Am Not Okay by Prophetess Shalonda Williams, y'all. Y'all know Prophetess Shalonda Williams have prayed over this platform. She has spoken into you all. So please support her. I'm actually in a conference with her this week. She's actually already started the conference and is virtually. So I will be, as she say, or as they say, a psalmist for 2 nights. We'll be leading worship. So I'm super excited about that. So if you would like to visit the conference or get on the conference while we're doing it, just inbox me and I can send a link to register. I do know it is free with a donation. Also, last but certainly not least, I would like to say we got our 20-day devotional that you can purchase right now for $14.99. That's with shipping and handling. And I'll go ahead and put a personalized message right now, Rhema word in there for you. So just go ahead and support. Also, we have the stage play that you can purchase right now that you can watch at home instead of going to the movies. I hear that it'll bless your life. And last but not least, y'all, we got so much going on. It's all God. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Really, it really is what it is. So we got this right here, the t-shirt. I'm living my blessed life. You can go ahead and get that any color and any style. Just inbox me and we will get you that. So today, we have my brother, y'all. It's already a brother. Have you already just talked to somebody and you know you cool or whatever? So we want to first of all give a shout out to Miss Leanne Foster, the loving Leanne, for setting this up. Y'all know she's not a stranger to the show. So if you're watching, Leanne, I thank you. We're going to go ahead and bring on my new brother, Mr. Church. What's going on, brother? Thank you so much for joining me.
What's going on, family, man? No, thank you, man. And thank everybody that's watching, man. Just thank y'all for supporting both visions, man. It's just an honor, man. I'm just excited, bro. Thank you.
Man, yes, sir. And again, we want to say thank you, Miss Leanne, the loving Leanne, for setting it up. Definitely thank her. Definitely thank you so much, Leanne. All right, so tell me, let's get into it. Before we even move on, yes. Before we even move on, we do something called the Eagle Vision Picture Game. And what that is simply, I went down your timeline and just picked a few pictures. I just want you to tell me what these pictures mean to you, okay? All right, let's get it. All right, we got somebody in the comments saying best friend.
That's my dog. That's my best friend for real.
Yes. That's what's up. Here go the first picture.
All right, listen. I am all the way to the core family man. All the way. Husband, father of 6 beautiful kids, three girls, 3 boys, and that's 2 of my daughters. The one with the black shirt on is my oldest daughter, Angelique, and the one with that's the other one. Let me say it like that. That's my baby girl, Anani.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my family, man. Love them to life, man. That's my family.
Man, that's dope.
Again, my timeline be flooded with my family. Right. So that's 5 of my kids. My oldest daughter lives in Georgia, and so that's 5 of my babies. We was actually that day we was on our way to go to a tour event in Georgia, and so we was extra amped up. We was pumped up, ready to go tell the tour
Hey,
out there.
dang. Next time you're going to have to hit me up. Next time you definitely going to have to hit me up.
Definitely.
For sure.
All right, now wow, that's crazy that you picked that picture. All right, so the brother in the black shirt with the art of Jesus, that's my brother, one of my label mates, Andre Harris out of Virginia, man. A very, very, very talented brother, man. You talking about falsetto? Man, that brother dope with that falsetto, man. He dope. And then the other guy that's in the middle is my brother also, man. He's a gospel rapper, but he also does videos. Jay Nib. He actually did one of my video that I'm about to premiere to my song. Yeah, so I'll be premiering that probably tomorrow. And he's the guy that recorded it, man. So if y'all looking for to get some video work, go to my brother Jay Nib, man.
Dope.
All right, here we go. Wow. Okay, now that's my brother. That's my brother from iHeartRadio, man, Roger Gardner. And I was at an interview. I was previewing my song "This My Year," and he interviewed me at iHeartRadio, man. That's another brother that's near and dear to me.
That's dope. Cool. That's what's up. See, it wasn't too bad. I ain't gonna hurt you too bad.
I like it. That's a dope concept, bro. I like that.
Appreciate that. Cool. So just tell me, Mr. Church, you already said you're a family man. Before we even get into Mr. Church, tell us just who you are as a person. Then we're going to get into Mr. Church and find out all about that.
Let's do it. So I'm going to give you a little, I'm going to drift down memory lane a little bit to get you to present Mr. Church. I've been doing music since 2010, gospel rapping since 2010. Never really, it didn't really take off until about a year ago. Because for me, it was just a ministry tool. Every church that I attend, I always seem to gravitate to the youth department. And, you know, I want to make the youth department unique. I want to make it something that the kids are excited to be a part of. And God gifted me with the ability to be able to rap. So everywhere I go, I would be a part of the youth department. I would just rap. That's all I was doing. And then my pastor, Troy Wynn, out of Warner Robins, Georgia, shout out to Pastor Troy Wynn. He challenged his leaders to take the youth up one time, and so this is when I started rapping. So me and my partner, we joined together, and we did a rap song that ended up being a hit in the church house. And so my pastor started us touring around the city everywhere he went, doing a rap song, and that really birthed my rap career. Now, at that time, I was going by the name Rod the God.
Okay.
Lowercase G. Let me make that clear.
Okay.
R-O-D-C-H-A, lowercase G. O-D. Now, a lot of people get lost in the sauce with that, but if you go to Psalms 82:1, Jesus declared that we are gods in the earth.
I'm on the same page.
Saying that over and over and over, and I had people still taking offense. People that was close to me, because they was like, you know, you've always been humble. My rap career was kind of elevating a little bit, and they was like, man, you don't want to lose people with that name. And I'm like, I'm not, because to me, that's humility. That's empowering us to be what God has called us to be. Well, anyways, the beginning of this year, I joined a new management team. Shout out to Pastor Harry Ford, HMF Enterprises and Productions, and we decided to rebrand. So I was praying, you know, seeking God for direction. Which way do you want me to go? And what I kept hearing in my spirit, and I'm pretty sure you can attest to this, I was like, you can see it now that the church is under attack, and a lot of people are challenging the Bible. A lot of people are challenging the validity of it. Oh, this, you know, white man wrote that to enslave us, all that good stuff. And, you know, God began to deal with me about that. And what he said to me was, son, I want you to represent the church in the right light, because some of the slack that the church is catching, you know, is of their own fault. You know what I mean? There's been some misrepresentation. There's been some mishandling. There's been, you know, it ain't been the reflection that God wanted it to be in the pulpit. And so some of the slack that the church is catching is their own fault, our own fault. God said to me clearly, son, I want you to represent the church in the right light, because your heart is in the right place with it. I'm not in it for money. A lot of the rhetoric that comes with it, I'm not familiar with it. I don't have nobody in my family that's in ministry. God, this is something brand new that God is pulling me into. And so all the procedures and everything that comes with it, I'm not familiar with that. I just got a right heart, and that, you know, honestly. And so I was listening to the Spirit, and I was like, okay, the church. All right. So I heard Mr. Church, but then I was like, okay, that's too simple. So I started to look up stuff, and this is what Mr. Church stands for. Church stands for change, humility, unity, righteousness, character, and hope. Everything that the church should
Come on.
embody.
Come
And
on.
so I tagged it Mr. Church.
Man, that's good. That is good, man. That is super good. So let me ask you this. How important is it, because you said you've been naming so many people that's poured into your life.
Yes.
How important is it that you think that people or leaders should pour into a man's vision or someone's vision? You know what I'm saying? Like, how important, man.
It is so imperative. It is so imperative. I'm so glad you brought that up, because what we have to realize is there is an older generation. And even in the Bible, God told the Israelites, teach my laws from generation to generation. And what we're seeing now is an unchurched generation that hasn't been poured into, because somewhere we've lost the whole vision of what the church is supposed to be doing. And so you have a whole unchurched generation because the youth or the millennials don't want no part of church. They don't want no part of it. So there's no opportunities for the wisdom of the older church to be poured into them. So man, it is key. I make it a point to sit at the feet of my leaders, because I know in order for me to be effective, they have some stuff in their minds and in their hearts that they need to impart in me. And if I never get it, it won't stop me from moving forward, but it could hinder my effectiveness. So I make it a point. My Pastor Harry Ford, we have conversations pretty much weekly, multiple times weekly, where it's not just a him pouring, because I think this also, that you have to, some of the questions that's in your spirit, if you never present them, then you have unfulfilled questions. So I'm a sponge, and I'm constantly asking him questions so that he can instill in me what he has in him. If I never challenge him, I'll only get what he's giving me, but I'll never get what's in me that needs to be answered. So I'm constantly asking him stuff to make sure that I get what I need answered, and so that when I come before the next generation, I got some substance to give them. So I think it is imperative that we somehow figure out how to bridge that gap that's there, where the older generation can start or begin back pouring into the younger generation. It's necessary.
Wow, man, it's so necessary. It's so necessary. And and that's what I was looking for earlier when you see me, asked me if you can hear me. I seen something earlier, so I wanted to make sure that I had the right thing. You're ordained evangelist, right?
Yes, sir.
And that's sir. Even though you've been walking in it, you're newly ordained, right?
Yes, sir.
So you've already been the church. You know what I'm saying? So can you kind of speak on that, like how it just came all together? You know what I'm saying? Because that's already being the church is evangelizing and going out, and you know what I'm saying. So how's that? That's crazy how God just does things.
So a shout out again, man. I have to really honor my pastors, Apostle Sandra Ford and Pastor Harry Ford, because again, the fact that we have a relationship where they constantly get to pour in me, then that means that they get to see me in another light. They get to see the intimate. We have an intimate relationship where they get to hear my innermost concerns. Not only that, they get to see me in another light. They get to see me naked almost. So when we would go out in the community and do outreach, what they noticed and what I spoke on was that this is my platform that I'm most passionate about. Again, I'm not familiar. I wasn't raised up in a church.
Oh, that's good.
I actually led my whole family to church because of what God is doing in me. And so I don't know all the protocol with the church, man. I really don't. But when I'm out in the streets, I see a hurting people, I see a broken people, I see a depressed people, I see real ministry. And so it's somebody that really wants to touch the people. I don't want to be in there dancing, shouting, rolling around on the ground amongst people that's supposed to be already saved. We all good. What about the depressed, broken, and hurting that's outside the church that really needs us? And when I get outside and I'm in them streets, man, I'm telling you, I lock in, I get engaged. And what my pastor or my apostle Apostle Sandra Ford said to me because this is a new venture for me. The event, like you said, I just got ordained. She said to me last Wednesday, she said, son, you really get locked in out here, because we went to a homeless shelter, and when we began to pray and preach and we served them food, we drew a crowd. And I was, you would think with the coronavirus and homeless people, there would be a separation. But for me, I'm a personal person.
For God I live. Come on.
I was fist bumping. I was hugging. I was taking food to people. I was giving stuff away, giving stuff that I had. I gave it away. And she was like, son, you're really, really, really engaged in the streets. Now, that was on Wednesday. Friday, God began to really stir me up. And I had to go to my pastor. I'm like, Pastor, I don't need to be in the church walls. I already was feeling this, but God really, after Wednesday, he really confirmed it in my spirit. And they confirmed that. They said, son, we see the same thing. They blessed my going. They gave me everything I need. So I'm officially, I call myself Mr. Church, the street pastor. Yeah, so I be out on the corner. I be preaching. I be praying. I be trying to touch those people who are really hurt. Because Jesus said it himself, I didn't come for the healthy. I came for the sick. So I don't want to be ministering to people that's supposedly healthy that don't really want the medicine. I want the sick, broke, and depressed that really need the medicine, because I want to give it to them so they can be made whole.
This is good. This is good. And I'm going to say something that I seen. I already deleted the person because it actually offended me, man. Like, okay, right. You're the street pastor. You're out there evangelizing and doing what we're called to do. So, yes, they say hold on, before I bring that up. Pastor in full effect. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I'm talking about. So I was on Facebook, and it's a lady who's a worship leader. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Is a worship leader. And she was live, and she was laughing at a lady who was a street pastor who was in her community. The lady had her microphone and was preaching, saying what thus said the Lord, and the people was, drunk. She wasn't looking crazy or whatever. And she was like, I'm about to call the HOA. And it just like hurt. Like, it was just like, what?
Right.
And then everybody was just picking on the lady or whatever. So I'm like, it's crazy. It's just crazy how the church sometimes will do, But that's just awesome that your pastor has blessed you and told you go for it. Do what you do.
Can I speak on that, please, JR?
Yes.
You know what? We have to look at the Bible in its fullness. It's the church that killed Jesus. It wasn't the world.
Ooh.
The Pharisees and the Sadducees were the law makers, the people who live by the law. So, quote unquote, that was the church at the time. They the ones who killed Jesus. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that it was the church who was pointing the finger and laughing, because sometimes even the church get lost in the sauce, and they don't really understand, man, that these people really hurt. So if you got somebody that's willing to, and watch this, to go out and be a minister on the streets is dangerous.
Man,
it's real ministry.
Man,
it's real ministry. And so I wouldn't be laughing at that person. I would be praying for that person, because they're actually in the trenches, in the highways and byways, and they don't have anything or anybody that can protect them. So instead of laughing at them, they really should have been uplifting them and praying for them, for God to keep a hedge of protection around them and praying them. But watch this. That's why God, I'm just talking now. You got me loose. That's why God, there's a changing of the guard.
Man,
there's a changing of the guard in the spirit realm, in the church. And now God is putting people with the right heart in the right positions. So come on.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Man, Mr. Church, this new single, tell us the name of it. When I tell you, that's what that's man. That's real life.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. I'm glad that the song ministered to you, man. So the song is called This My Year. And for those who can't tell by now, I'm Southern as a bell. Man. So I'm not going to be all politically correct. I'm not going to say this is my year. No, This my year. And what it is, I wrote it October 2019. And because coming into 2020, you was hearing so much surrounding it, man, especially in the church and in the spiritual realm. You was hearing, this is the year of double portion. Man, God is really going to pour out a blessing, blah, 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 blah. So what I wanted to do was, or what the Holy Spirit led me to do was create a song almost like a declaration that we could step and say, man, this is my year. Now, this is the irony of all that, when you look at the beginning of the year, if you're not operating in faith, you may have got lost, and you may not be thinking that this is going to be a good year. But watch this. How can a blessing has to precede or come behind a challenge?
Yes.
It has to. Even Jesus was challenged. So I would say this to anybody about 2020, man, listen, don't get lost in everything that's going on. This is still going to be an amazing year. We're only at the halfway point, and that's what my song is saying. Man, you got to declare a thing. This is my year, and I felt that. And I've been seeing God open doors that men can't close. And I'm telling y'all, I'm walking in 2020 is my year. Just look at the number. It's a blessed year without anything happening. So, man, listen, I hope somebody on this line get that in their spirit. This is your year. Do not be confused by coronavirus. Don't be confused by these riots. Don't be confused by these murders. Don't be confused by none of that, because God still sits on the throne, and this is your year.
Man. But the only way, and not to get too deep, the only way you can know this is your year is if you know God.
Oh, listen, that was deep. That was deep.
Real talk. You have to be in your word. You have to pray. You have to talk to him. You have to know what his words say in order to declare. You know what I'm saying? So everybody who believes this is your year. Somebody else say, if you don't know him, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. This all I speak, for real. Man, they can get the single at.
All right, so the single is I went through CD Baby to distribute it. Well, actually, my management HMF Enterprises went through CD Baby to distribute it. So it's available on all digital platforms. Without having to run through all of them, just whatever you use to purchase your music, go there, type in Mr. Church, this my year, and it'll pop up. And listen, I really would appreciate the support, because my tag slogan for everything I'm doing is support the ministry by supporting the music. I'm really an authentic brother, man. I'm out here in these streets. I really love to see people winning. I'm talking about, I really love to see it, man. I see pain and I see hurt, and I really cry. Anybody that knows me, they'll tell you, I watch Color Purple and I cry. Don't get it twisted. I'm hard as Tupac, though. I ain't know, I'm a warrior. I'm David. Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted.
At the same time, I'm sensitive. My spirit is sensitive to the lack and the need of my people to get back in touch with God. Man, it is my mission to redirect everybody back to the Father, man. We've got lost. We're so idealistic, man. We done put up so many idols. We're so separated at this time. We're confused. And it is my mission and my duty to point people back to the Father, man.
Wow, so good. This is good. Let me say this before we wrap it up. Look, so, and I was going to write it on Facebook, because whenever God tells me something, I like usually write it on Facebook or whatever. But I don't try to be like controversial or try to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got time for like going back and forth with everybody and their opinions or whatever. But he told me the music needs to change. Once the music changes, you know what I'm saying? The soundtrack, all this crazy rap and this, man, the music needs to change.
Oh my God, man, you don't even know. I saw a post. Now that you say that, I saw a post that said this. Everybody's on their BLM thing right now. Black Lives Matter. I'm with it. I'm with peaceful protesting. I'm with all that stuff. But somebody said this, and it really registered to me. Are we still going to support rappers that are talking about killing their own kind after all that we've done to really try to restructure this change? So are you going to be an agent of change, and then you're going to go in the store, you're going to download and stream a black man talking about killing another black man in his music?
Man.
I would challenge everybody with that thought. Can you still do that? If you're somebody protesting and doing all that stuff, now are you going to still support a black man talking about killing another black man, or selling dope to another black man, or belittling a black woman? Are you going to support that? Because if not, then everything we're doing is in vain.
Thank you. The music needs to change. Period.
That's it. And then what's crazy is this. CHH is really it's climbing now, man. The sound is changing. It's Man, I don't know. It's the content. The content to me, this is just my own opinion. The content is more, it's not about self. You get
Right.
outside of self when you're rapping about God. You're not talking about your gold and your diamonds and the cars you got and the houses and the women. So I don't know, man. I think that CHS, with everything that's going on, I believe what you said, God is speaking to you because there's a light on CHH right now because of the content.
That's good. That's good, man. That is so good. That's so good. We got Soulful T, the YouTube sensation, on here, man. We definitely got to give her a shout out.
Hey, man, shout out.
Yes, man. When I tell you she can cook, you got to go watch her YouTube page. You will be watching for hours. Real talk, real talk.
I'm on it.
So this has been fun, man. This has been so fun. But for the last few minutes, I'm gonna jump off. But I want you to say whatever the Lord is telling you to say to this in this hour. Encourage. Do what you do for me, man.
Well, let me do this. Let me do this before I get off, man, because I always like to give honor where honor is due. I thank you, man, for bringing me on. But I want to salute you, man, because I'm a student of you also. But prior to coming on this show, I watched everything you're doing, brother. And it made my heart proud, man, because you're doing our people a service, man. I see the plays, I see the devotionals, I see the books. You got the radio show, the TV show, brother. I want to salute you, man, because you're doing a positive work in our community. You're uplifting instead of tearing down. And so I want to salute you. And then I just want to say this, you know what I mean? I got some play credentials. So the next play you write, you know what I mean? Let your boy get up in there, man.
I got you. That's
definitely.
You already know. But so you've been in some stage plays, you've done a little acting before?
Yeah, man. I got a friend that lives in Knoxville, Tennessee, man, and he wrote a couple plays, man. He blessed me. The first play I actually just kind of snuck in there. I was an extra, and I got a little extra. He noticed me, and so he gave me a bigger role. And then the second play, he kind of wrote me a part up in there that I was able to carry out. So yeah, I got about 2 plays up under my belt.
Okay, and I'm not even gonna get into that because I told you I'm an acting coach, and that's what you do when you go into audition, or if you're an extra, be extra. Make them write you a part in there. You know what I'm saying, man? That's what we're supposed to do. We called to be in the front. We're called to be in the front, man. Cool. So this your time. Say whatever this Lord, and again, hey, Miss Tanea, Miss Tanya Walker, hey, Miss Kurt Denise, what's going on, Marvette? Everybody, appreciate y'all for getting on tonight. Do your thing.
Amen. I real quick, man. I'm not gonna be long-winded at all. But I do want to tell people this, man. Don't get pulled in by the distractions of the devil. Hear me, y'all. Do not get pulled in by the distractions of the devil. The devil is working overtime. Our adversary is working overtime to get us to look to the left or to the right, but not look straight ahead and keep our eyes on Jesus. But if I could tell you anything that I could get to register into your spirit tonight, y'all, that would be to keep your eyes focused on Jesus. When Peter saw Jesus walking on the water, he asked him, Father, if that is you, or teacher, is that if that is you, bid me to come. And Jesus said, it is me, come. And Peter walked on water until he took his eyes off Jesus. Don't allow these riots. Don't allow the protests. Don't allow police brutality. Don't allow none of that stuff. Trump, don't allow nothing to distract you and get your eyes off of Jesus. Because God still sits on the throne and he wants to do some mighty things for us and through us in this season. But watch this. He's gauging your faith. Your faith has to be on point. And if your faith is on point, I'm trying to tell y'all, it is a shifting in the spirit. Wealth is about to shift. Positions are about to shift. Your life is about to shift. Everything could change in this season as if we just keep our eyes on Jesus and don't be distracted. So if I can get you to receive everything, anything in your spirit, keep your eyes on Jesus.
Good God. This is good. Did you hear me? This is my year, dog. This is
my year. Come on. It is, man. I'm telling you, man. Listen, man, all they got to do is look. It is a shifting going on. If your spiritual eyes are in tune, man, you'll see it is a shifting going on. I'm telling you.
There is. I ain't even gonna get into that on live, but
For
I've
real.
been
For
eating during
real.
the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? I have not stopped eating. You know what I'm
You
saying?
want
Like,
me?
God is
You
good.
want me?
God is good. Man, Mr. Church, again, let everybody know where they can purchase the CD, where they can follow you at. And I'm going to let you
Amen.
go, man. This has been great. Thank you so much,
Thank
man.
you.
You're connected
Thank
now.
you,
For
brother.
real, for real.
Thank
Appreciate it.
you. Again, family, you can find my single, This My Year, on all digital platforms. If you pull me up, I'm on Pandora, I'm on Shazam, I'm on everything, I'm on everywhere. And all you got to do is type in Mr. Church, and it's broke down like an acronym, Mr. C.H.U.R.C.H. And then type in This My Year. It'll pop up for you. And I promise y'all, I greatly appreciate the support, man. I'm so humbled by all the support. I thank you, and I promise you, you will see me doing what I'm supposed to be doing. You won't see me in all that foolishness. You'll see me ministering as I'm supposed to be doing. I want to send a shout out to my homegirl, my best friend Marvette the artist, HMF Enterprises, Pastor Ford, Pastor Apostle Sandra Ford, and my family, the Calhoun family. All my supporters, man. I thank y'all. JR, Leanne Foster. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. On social media, you can find me, Mr. Church 1979 on Facebook, or I Am the Church. And on Instagram, it's Mr._Church 2020.
Man, cool. Appreciate you, brother. And we're definitely going to connect and stay connected, all right?
Definitely.
All right.
Definitely.
Thank you. Peace.
All right. Thank you, man. Shout out.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. That was Mr. Church. This my year. Sometimes we be all trying to be all bougie and all that. Sometimes you got to get straight hood with it. This my year. This it. This it. Not next year. Not last year. This is it. This is it. Man, that was awesome. Awesome. Man of God. Again, shout out to Miss Leanne Foster of AEG Radio. We thank her so much for setting that up. Again, I want to tell everybody, thank you all for tuning in. Miss Marvette, Miss Tanya Walker, Kurt Tanise, everybody. I thank y'all so much for joining us on tonight. This has been an awesome show, y'all. Make sure you go ahead and support. Before we wrap up, again, I want to tell you all to go and follow the Dope Life Coach, Miss Tanya McClurkin, hashtag No Moms Left Behind. Also, make sure you all go and purchase Miss Shalonda's book, Now I'm Not Okay, Excuse Me While I Unmask. Too many of us Christians and believers are killing ourselves when we could just have went and talked to somebody and told them what we were going through and had some prayer. So it's okay to unmask and tell the truth. Lastly, make sure you all just follow everything that I'm doing and that God's doing through me. You know, we have the book, we have the play, we have the mugs. Everything is all in a click. So if you want to support, just click, and you'll be able to do that. I'm so grateful to everybody who has supported near and far, y'all. I told y'all I done went viral on TikTok. Oh, I got to tell Mr. Church you're going to have to get on TikTok because I done went viral on TikTok, just getting on, doing what I do, just evangelizing on social media. And I mean, the people are loving it. Like it's bananas. So again, y'all, I am JR Reynolds of Eagle Vision Productions. I love y'all so much. There's nothing y'all can do about it. Until next time, Eagle Vision. They said where we located. We are in Atlanta, Georgia, and he is in Jacksonville, Florida. So I'm in Atlanta and he's in Jacksonville, Florida. So yes. I love you all so much. I'm going to jump off. I love y'all again. We'll be on tomorrow with Tracy Smalls. We'll be on tomorrow with Tracy Smalls, and we'll be talking about her two businesses. And then tomorrow night, I'll be leading worship. And I think Friday as well, I'll be leading worship. So if you want to join that conference, just hit me up and I can send y'all the link to register. Again, y'all, I'm JR Reynolds. Love y'all so much. Eagle Vision out.